Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Welcome to this new video on Nava Vidha Bhakti. First, let us take a look at what Bhakti means. Literally speaking, Bhakti means loyalty, surrender, faithfulness, attachment, devotion. In spiritual terms, Bhakti means intense spiritual love and devotion to God. True bhakti arises in a person who is filled with the purity of sattva, who is free from worldly desires and whose sole aim is liberation or moksha. Devotion may also be practiced physically in the form of rituals, fasting, and sacrifices, mentally in the form of prayers and chants, or spiritually in the form of meditation, concentration, detachment, and renunciation. Now, we will see how many types of bhakti, meaning devotion, are there. To understand this, we will consider a sloka from Srimad Bhagavatam, Skandam 7, Chapter 5, Sloka 23. It goes like this. Sri Prahlada Uvacha Sravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam The above sloka is told by Prahlada, one of the greatest devotees for whose protection Lord Mahavishnu came in Nrisimha avatar. As per the above sloka, there are 9 types of Bhakti Marga. They are called Nava Vidha Bhakti. Nava Vidha means 9-fold or 9 times. The 9 forms of Bhakti or devotion are Sravanam, hearing the names and glories of the Lord; Kirtanam, chanting Lord's glories; Smaranam, remembering the Lord; Padasevanam, serving the Lord's feet; Archanam, worshipping the Lord; Vandanam, offering obeisance unto the Lord; Dasyam, serving the Lord as his servant; Sakyam, developing friendship with the Lord; Atmanivedanam, total surrender of oneself to the Lord. We will now look into each of these 9 forms in detail. 1. Sravanam. It is the hearing of God's glory and stories, wherein the devotee's mind merges into the thought of divinity. Sravanam generally means hearing about Leelas or the greatness of God with great interest. So, if you are a person with great interest in Ramayana, Mahabharata, Puranas, etc., then this is the best way. The easy way for Sravanam is Satsang. King Parikshit, the son of Abhimanyu and the grandson of Pandavas, attained liberation through Sravanam. We can practice this by listening to the discourses by various masters and attending satsangs, that is, company of holy people and saints. It is very easily accessible to us also through the various forms of media these days. 2. Kirtanam. Kirtanam means saying the Bhagavan's name again and again and is considered the best way of coming close to God in Kali Yuga. Kirtanam is an easy way like saying Rama 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 or Krishna 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 or Shambho Mahadeva. We can also choose a bhajan and keep singing it. That is also called Kirtanam. A perfect example of Kirtana Bhakti is Maharshi Narada Muni, who always keeps saying Narayana, Narayana, Narayana. 3. Smaranam. Smaranam is the constant remembrance of the Lord. We can consider Smaranam as an advanced stage of Shravanam and Kirtanam. For example, think that we have listened to somebody talking about Lord Sri Rama for about 30 minutes or 1 hour, or we have done a bhajan of Lord Krishna. So after that, if we keep remembering the things which we have heard about Lord Rama or Lord Krishna, then it is called Smaranam. Doing japa, a meditation on God, will also come under Smaranam. A perfect example of Smarana Bhakti is Bhakta Prahlad. 4. Pada Sevanam. Pada Sevanam is the worship of the Lord by concentrating upon His feet. If we are doing a namaskara, sometimes by saying Abhivade also, falling on the feet of an elderly or a respected person, then it represents that we are keeping our attitude aside, asking them to take care of us, and also requesting their blessings. By doing a Pada Puja, we are saying to God that we are keeping, offering, and surrendering our life at His feet. We have seen that in the temple, the priest will keep the Shatakobam on the devotee's head before offering the Naivedya Prasada. So, by offering our head under Shatakopam, we are saying to Lord that we are at your feet. Goddess Mahalakshmi is the best example for Pada Sevana Bhakti. Archanam. Archanam or deity worship combines an external ritual with internal meditation. Archana can be done by offering flowers, fruits, leaves, food, or even water to the Lord. This we can do in forms like Ashtottara Puja, Sahasranama Puja, Abhishekam, Naivedyam, Deeparadhana, etc. While giving Deeparadhana or Arati also, we have to think that we are giving it to Lord Himself, which will take us closer to God. 6. Vandanam. Vandanam is a form of bhakti where we will recognize that all the things we have today, now, are given by God, and we express our gratitude to God. For example, we got good food to eat, so before eating we say thanks to God. In this way, we will feel that everything we have is given by God. So, Vandana Bhakti means saying thanks to God for all the things He has given to us. You should be grateful to Him at every point of time. The best example for Vandana Bhakti is Akrura, an ardent devotee of Lord Krishna. 7. Dasyam. In Dasya Bhakti, we consider Lord as our Swami, Father, Mother, and everything to us. We consider ourselves as His child or servant. So what all we do, we will do for the happiness of our Swami. So what makes our Swami happy? This is the path where one serves God and carries out His wishes as His servant, realizing the Lord's virtues, nature, mystery, and glory. We can cultivate this by serving the devotees of God and also by serving the poor and sick people who represent the different forms of God. Lord Hanuman is a towering example of divine seva to the Lord. 8. Sakhyam. This is devotion as a friend with the Lord. Arjuna, Sudama, and the playmates of Lord Krishna are examples of devotees who cultivated the friend sentiment of bhakti. We can follow this path by helping out people in need by listening out to them, be for them when they need us, which is a duty of a friend. Let us see the Lord in one who needs this kind of a friendship. Since we consider God as our friend in this form, Sakhya Bhakti, we will share all our happiness, sorrows, and every moment of our life with God. We always feel that He is with us in every point of our life. 9. Atma Nivedanam. This is the complete surrender of the self to the Lord. The devotee offers everything to God, including his body, mind, and soul. He does not attach himself to the pleasure and the pains in life. He is an instrument in the hands of God, God takes complete care of such a devotee. The gopis, Bali Chakravarti, practiced this love. This is actually one of the most difficult paths to follow, though not impossible. This is the surest way to attain the best in both worldly life as well as spiritual life by leaving all our karmas, dharmas, and offer ourselves to God. When we do our work and surrender to Him, He gives the best to us. He knows what is right for us. All we need to do is to trust Him with the fullest faith. Now that we have seen the 9 forms of bhakti, actually they all can also be generally followed from type 1, Shravanam, to type 9, Atmanivedanam, sequentially. It is often said that taking birth as a human is a precious opportunity to improve oneself and to attain liberation. Of the many methods for achieving liberation, the path of bhakti or devotion is the simplest and shortest way to experience the divine. Bhakti lifts us to supreme heights. Bhagavan plus Anurakti is equal to Bhakti. Bhagavan means that in whom all powers are inherent, namely omnipotence, omnipresence, and omniscience. And Anurakti means intense love. Thus, Bhakti is nothing other than love for that all-knowing, all-powerful God. In the case of bhaktas, they might go about their daily routine, but their mind is always on the God. God reciprocates their love. If a person is a true bhakta, then even if he were to make mistakes once in a while, he is forgiven by God, for God knows that these are mere slips and not intentional mistakes. A true devotee will always strive to keep to the path of virtuousness. What is faith? It's a strong belief that the Lord will never do anything that is not good for us. We should have that unshakable faith and trust His wisdom in everything that happens. Why? Because He never makes a mistake. We will always get what is our due. This is the key to our devotion. Wishing you, all of you, wonderful bhakti-filled time and closeness to God, and get His blessings for success and bountiful abundance in all you do. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hariharan.